And that one hammered. Way back there. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaps the yard. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one. We knew he wasn't coming back.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with the pop in the leadoff spot. It really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
This one smoked its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate and at bat. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it. Those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire the ballpark.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Ya te la metiste una gota.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Hay que lavar la cabeza. ¿Cómo lavar la cabeza? Ah, para volverte seca. Ah, pero es un proceso.
It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. This was basketball. That opposing team would call a timeout and try to slow down this offense.
Here's Pete Alonso. No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 4-0.
It's no surprise this guy's run the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit him.
De esta manera llega el internet a tu casa. Seguramente a tu casa llega este cable. Estoy interior de este
Four consecutive runs. These guys are taking practice in the game. Just unbelievable. I tell you, the hitting coach over there, he's feeling proud of himself right now.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that one hammered out towards left field.
Ya está muy fácil ahí.
Way over the monster. A massive home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-0.
Pues pan que te... ¿Estás segura? Pues pan que te...
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. you're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
On the ground to the left. Slings to first, and there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 6-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That does it for Yu Darvish, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
out of the bullpen
Padres.
for the Padres, Brian Hoeing.
Number
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now it's Jose Siri. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Siri measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting 9th in today's lineup. He's usually in center field, but today starting at second. Swung on, belted. Going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Fenway and towing the slab in this one, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that's in the dirt. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. And that one is inside ball one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Lindor puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Manny Machado, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
In the air, left side. And he makes the catch. And there's two down.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Jake
2 outs, base is
Cronenworth.
empty. Now here is Jake Cronenworth. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Soto gets under it. And that's the third out. 2 across on this San Diego homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-2.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 8-2.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one will bang off the wall near the pesky pole into second, and he's got it double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row.
First baseman,
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it.
So a man aboard, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Fastball for a strike. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Vientos at second with nobody out. That one ripped left field into the monster seats and gone. Their third home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-2.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound.
Pitching for
Yuki
the
Matsui
Padres.
gets the call from the pen.
Number 1.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Yuki Matsui.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. They go back to back. His second home run of the game. It's 11-2.
Another home run. This is turning into BP. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Starling Marte up to hit. Out to center. Merrill makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Clay Holmes.
Here's the center fielder, Clay Holmes. Grounded out his first time. And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
2 down, bases empty. And now Francisco Alvarez. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Siri.
Man at second here with 2 away. Jose Siri getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Down to the bottom of the second. Back here in Boston, bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Senga back to work. Fought off foul.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Soto under it. 1 up, 1 down.
7, left fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
Always we know. Just some things we show. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin.
And there's a strike. Senga. He's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. On the ground right side, and he can't come up with it.
Batting 8th, designated hitter.
Man at first with one gone, and now it's Tirso Ornelas. And that misses. Ball 1. Is it fair to say that a guy that sometimes will struggle with walks, that's the type of guy that is going to be inconsistent because the command isn't there?
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot with guys younger in their careers that, figuring out the command, figuring out the control, and understanding, the difference between control and command. Control, I can throw strikes. Command says I can throw it where I want to in the strike zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Max Scherzer's a good example of that. A guy in Detroit, it took him a while to figure out how to control, how to command. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he made the decision to try to take it himself at second and then throw for the double play over to first base, but good hustle down the line. It's a toss-up to think if he flipped it, could they have gotten him? I think you just have to go with your conviction.
And now it's Elias Diaz. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line to left. Nimmo right there to make the grab. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Mets 11 and the Padres 2. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Third baseman, Mark
And next for the Mets,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And a foul ball. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And he grounds one back up the middle. A dive. He's got it from his backside. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Balanceado.
Bottom of the third. And now the first baseman, Luis
First
Arias.
baseman, Luis Arias.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that slot. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
So, man aboard. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch misses. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that one clips the corner. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Machado in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. One away with a runner at third. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 11-5.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Cronenworth batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Strike two. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Bogaerts stands in now and watches strike one. Next pitch off the plate. And 1-1.
1-1.
Two outs, bases empty. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Manny Machado with the blast for the Padres. 3 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So man aboard, Starling Marte up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's 2 away.
Up next for
Clay
the Mets,
Holmes
center
up
fielder
now for the
Clay
Mets.
Holmes.
Runner takes off. This one popped up. Tatis drifts towards it and makes the grab. And that is that. Mets strand 1. They're up big, however. It's 11-5. Back now at Fenway. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. Ball 1, no strikes.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's downstairs. The count now 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. So digging in, Tirso Ornelas. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Elias Diaz. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Next offering is downstairs. In the air, right side. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arraez stands in. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second. And that's all they'll get. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging and headed for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 11-7.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
On the ground, right side, and that goes foul. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nimmo makes the catch. That is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Mets 11 and the Padres 7.
Now pitching for
We're back,
the Padres.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sean Reynolds.
Sean Reynolds.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
That's a ball, and now it's even up.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and it bangs off the monster. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And here is Jose Siri. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Alvarez leads off second with nobody out. High fly ball out towards left field. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. A 2-run homer. It's 13-7.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out. Juan Soto now
batting, right fielder,
he's a guy who does it all.
Soto.
With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Sliced hard but foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Merrill snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. That one blasted deep to right. Tatis going back. That one is gone. Another homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 14-7.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Sean Reynolds departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Adrian Morejon gets handed the rock out of the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pete Alonso digs in now. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And first offering is fouled off. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 15-7. They put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next is the designated hitter, Starling Marte. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nimmo at second with 2 down. To third, and that one handled. Whips it to first. Marte retired. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. They get 4 runs. And we're back here at Fenway Park. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Manny Machado. Senga back to work. There's a strike.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball, and sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Bills coming and you living off of food stamps. The daily pressure of a poor black life. The hood is full of baby mamas, job is
pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. One down, base is empty. That one a little bit high, and a count now 2-0. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. 2 outs, base is empty. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. Check swing. He held up. 1-0. Here's a rocket out to left. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Back here in Boston. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Clay Holmes. And that one is lifted in the air. Grabs it on the run. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On a line out towards center. Makes the grab for the second out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. He swings and drives one out to deep left field, and it hits off the monster. Makes the turn and heads for second, and he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Line drive. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run. And that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Here's Juan Soto. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one fouled off. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Fenway, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Jason Hayward. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. There's a strike.
1-2.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 16-8.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
That one is absolutely belted, and it's off the green monster. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger. The throw into second.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1-0. No outs. Runner on second. Just missed. Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
That one catches the zone. 2-2 now. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ornelas stands at second with no outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. The throw in, coming home. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Arise in the box now. No balls and a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runners on the corners, no outs. Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He'll circle the bases. Second home run of the inning for him. And they close the gap. It's 16-12. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Senga winds and deals. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Machado over at first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches in this game.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Now only one out remaining. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third, Vientos. On to first, ball game. And the Mets slug their way to a win in this one.
Today, this team put up video game numbers. Unbelievable, insanely impressive performance, especially in terms of the home runs they hit. Not something you see very often.
High-scoring ball game in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my brain. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so